Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England Campaign episode 66 with me, Squawk. And when we left off, we had suffered a humiliation in Alexandria. Well, it was a stalemate, but honestly, it was a fucking write-off of a battle, and we're not gonna dwell on it anymore. But that being said, the Mongolians are continuing their relentless campaign against me, and we now find ourselves fighting Hulagu at the gates of Cairo. Now, my defences are brilliant. They've been chipped away slowly but surely by the Mongolian siege, which has been prolonged. However, I do have reinforcements. However, they are going to have to be AI control, but Captain William is bringing some additional spears and Bill militia to assist us. They may be able to harass the enemy a little bit or just do something useful. My army, it's all militia, it's all crap. I mean, our armor's okay, but honestly, I do not expect victory here because we've just had so many defeats. I think it's actually got to me now. It's got to a point where I'm getting pessimistic, but I really shouldn't. But yeah, we've been on a fucking downward spiral with these guys recently. That being said, the enemy army we are facing today consists of 5 units of Mongolian infantry, 4 units of Mongolian foot archers, 5 fuck-off units of Mongolian heavy archers, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bastard Mongolian heavy lancers. All the units I hate. Let's try and kill as many as we can, because to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be playing for victory here. Straight approach is 1 to 2 in the enemy's favour, despite the fact I outnumber them considerably. They've gone for quality, I've gone for quantity. And to be honest, quantity was the only option I bloody had. Gotta get quality in this land. Oh well, let's just try it.
Honor and glory await England, men! This moment, my English friends, is one worth living to the full. We stand on the field of battle and place our fates in the hands of God. I have no doubts that He will reward virtue with victory when I see so many honest, manly faces in our company. I do not think honest English men-at-arms should feel anything other than pity when they see our Mongol foes. Pity for the horses having to support such arses. Remember that we cannot let one of those bastards in. Not a one. Any foul attackers who enter must stay only to be meat for the carrion crows. I see the foe dare not fight us man to man, but must rely on a woman's stratagem of throwing things at us. And now, say your last prayers. Put your trust in your fellows and in good steel too. Then let us march to whatever God wills!
Alright, he's steeled up the men as best he can because he's going to need, because honestly we're fighting one of the bigger Mongolian generals here who will probably just scare away the men by looking at them funny. Right, let's prepare our defences and see what tactics, if any, we have at our disposal in order to try and secure victory. Wow, that was a lucky guess, me guessing which units were actually still on the walls. Right. What are we going to throw at us first things first? We have got ladders, siege towers, and a ram. And I don't think we're going to be able to blow them up because I don't have many archers. I mean, I have archers, but I don't have enough. And I think I'm gonna have to partition them out a bit. I think we need some on the ground, some on the walls. So how we're gonna do it is I'm gonna put a squadron here. Fire arrows naturally. We're just gonna try. I think really it's not really about we can play for kills. I think we're gonna have to play to scare them off. And we're gonna have 1 unit of spears right next to them as well. No skirmishing either way. Because then what the plan is, they can just deflect whatever, you know, jumps out and tries to go boogaloo-galooga on us. So what we'll do is we'll task them together so they act as a unit together, and we'll do the same here. So let's get another unit of spears. So they will stand there and they will deal with whatever comes out of the tower. We'll give them a unit of archer militia who will stay here, And I'm going to have them try and shoot the tower. I mean, if we can take the tower out, that's good. That's one less access point for the Mongolians, which means we're not fighting over a spread out area. So, lads, if we could try and deploy a little neater, that's probably not going to... Right, I think that's about as neat as it's going to get. But then we can just try and get them just to go, you know, we can just try and get some volleys out on the tower if that's a thing we could do. Right, so tower 1, tower 2, ram. Right, we'll put our smallest unit of archers up here, so they're just going to go for the ram and whatever's in the middle. So that's all they need to do. And then we need 2 on the ladders. So get a unit here. So they will fight whatever's going to try and climb up the ladder. I think we can't really destroy the ladder necessarily, but we'll just try and kill the carriers. And we'll have the unit of spearmen there just acting as a guard. So once more, just guard the area and just fight to the best of your abilities, man. That's all I'm really going to have to ask of you today. Just don't do it in a sense where you're routing for no good reason. I want you, if you're going to route, only route because you're being absolutely overwhelmed by enemy numbers and not because you just don't feel like fighting today. Like, you know, I just don't want to have a battle where we're losing because of the incompetence of my men. I want a battle, if we are going to lose, we're going to lose because the enemy was better than us, like genuinely better than us. Let's get another unit of archers up here as well, and our last unit of archers up here as well, and then I was going to put some on the ground, but I think I'd rather just get them all down up on the walls and just trying to kill as many men as possible. Then I'm going to have 2 units of spear militia, if the game would fucking let me. So we're going to have a unit of spear militia here just guarding the gates, naturally, because there is a ram incoming. I think the ram will make it, so we need them to be ready for whatever comes our way. And then really how it's going to have to go is we're going to just need to... I think the Mongolians are pretty much just going to use them. They're going to take the most direct approach possible. Oh my god! I forgot how fucking annoying it is to deploy in these streets. So what I would do if the game would fucking allow me, but it won't because it's a bastard, is I was going to basically deploy troops along the streets and sort of create a tiered defence in a way. If I can get one here, I want to get a... You know when you just wonder why you bother sometimes, and it's because everything just fine, right? Because I want a ballista there just to shoot anything that comes through the gates. So we'll have that there, and I won't bother. Actually, should I bother with fire arrows? No, I'm not going to bother with fire arrows. General's going to look after the city centre because there isn't really anything he can do. In a way, he could join the reinforcements and sally forth with them, but that would only really be useful if I had the reinforcements in my control. Are those towers actually going to fire ballistas, by the way? Because I don't think we finished the ballista towers. I think they're just half finished at this point. Oh, someone just left their crossbow out. It's so weird, doesn't it? I mean, if that is a ballista tower, that's the fucking clumsiest ballista tower I've ever seen in my life. So anyway, yeah, remaining spear militia. So let's get one of the larger units guarding this plaza here. And I think the Mongolians are just going to try and take sort of like the brain dead. We'll just attack one angle approach, but at the same time they could try and take another angle in. Like, this is probably a viable route for them to take in. So I'm gonna leave the lighter unit to just be a vanguard unit for this street here, because I don't think they're gonna enjoy much use anywhere else. So you two are sort of like the vanguard centre guard, and I've got you defending the gates. I rearrange them when we're a little closer in, but I'm going to have one there, one there, that's about as good as it's going to get. Then one of our other ballistas is going to go right at the back, so maybe like the final ballista. Just fire at will and just use fire. You two as well. Actually no, don't use fire because you might set fire to my own troops. Actually yeah, fire at will but don't use fire. And then the other ballista, if I can try and squash it in here. I'll just have to move that one manually up here. But then it's sort of going, you know, spearman, ballista, spearman, ballista, spearman, ballista, in a way. So yeah, I think that's everyone deployed how I want them to deploy. So what we'll do is, once we get in this battle, we're going to very quickly just neaten things up. So let's get you here just so I can get you moved into a position. So 3, 2, 1, right, let's do this. Right, you lot get there. You lot, tidy up your formation, please. There we go. Right, guard your position. You lot as well. Go here, guard your position, and await further orders. There we go. Right, excellent. Right. Archers. Oh, I think something's on fire already. Archers, bombard those towers. Like, fully fucking bombard those towers. Yes, one tower's down. Right. Lads, we may have a chance at this one. Start bombarding those towers if you can, please. Lads, come on, get those towers on fire. Rams down as well. Oh my god, this actually might go well forward. Right. That being said, I think they're gonna get their ladders up. If only we could train our men just to fucking tip the ladders over. That'd be useful. Archers, I want you just to move across a little bit because you're at a risk of being caught in a melee battle that I don't want to be caught in.
Ladders have reached our walls.
Right.
It's time for butcher's work.
Right. Going a bit more positively than usual this time around, so I think we've got a chance. You lot just keep the pressure up on that tower. You lot start trying to bring down some of their heavy archer cavalry, please. You lot as well, bring down their heavy cavalry because they've got a lot of heavy cavalry there. And we really need to get those cavalry archers wiped out to the best of our abilities. Right. That tower's going to make it, sadly. That being said, we're going to keep trying to burn it down. It's already quite damaged, so I think we could keep going on it. Just see if we can damage it before anything gets to the top, basically. Come on, lads, I know you can do it. Get that volley out. Don't just stand there.
Our cunning foe has reached our walls with their siege tower. We must repel them.
We're trying as best as we can. Right. I think they've got another ram as well. Right, lads. Right, I think we're gonna have to call that tower a done deal. Got tower. Lads, there's another ram hiding among their ranks. Try and take it out, please. You lot, archers, bring down anything that's just trying to run in. You lot, start bringing down their foot archers. They're going to try and counter volley us. You lot, how are we doing? You've got your first few bastards coming up there. Why are we climbing down the ladders? All you're going to do is get a sword up your bum. Hold your position. I can't believe you lot are doing something that's so fucking brain dead. Hold your position. I mean, Jesus, we're going to start losing ground now. Come on. Right. How are we doing over here? They're about to start jumping out. Right, you lot, start taking out their heavy lancers. Don't just stand there and stare at the tower. The tower's there. Nothing. You're not going to do anything against it now. Let's focus on something else. Mainly bringing down their archers. Well, bringing down everything really. That ram's made it to the gate as well. Right. Start raining hellfire upon their
enemy
units.
are battering down the gates.
Bodyguard's just made himself visible as well. All archers. There's a bodyguard there. Get rid of him. Get rid of that bodyguard, and then you know what? Even if we lose this battle, I'll have that consolation that their bodyguard is dead and in the ground. That'll be the beginning of pruning their hated family tree. Come on, lads. He's made himself a target. I want all arrows focusing on him. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy plucking his head from his shoulders if I had the opportunity. All right, lads. You just keep those arrows coming.
Blast their eyes. The enemy's ram is through our gates.
Alright, men. The real fight begins now. They're going to start bringing cavalry through those gates. By the way, reinforcement... Ah, they didn't turn up. Of course they didn't fucking turn up. Why are you lot going... Oh, you're retreating, aren't you? Yeah, they're retreating. Damn it, right. Losing some ground on the walls. But here comes the first wave of cavalry. Lads, just keep those spears up and just hold your line to the best of your abilities. Bodyguards coming in as well. That's just their tactic. They're just once they're in, they're in. Alright, you spears, because your walls are slightly less vital to hold, get yourselves down there now and just do some helping out. Archers, just try and bring down their archers. Like, honestly, just bring down anything you can at this point. I'm going to try and keep you on the walls for as long as possible. That being said, they're straight up overwhelming my spears. That ballista isn't going to last 2 seconds now. Alright, lads, I hope you're ready. Get in a defensive formation because you have got incoming. And I can't really bring my archers back now because I've just overwhelmed this plaza now, so that's already a massive issue for me. Archers, that being said, just keep firing on them. Just keep firing on that cluster. There's still a bodyguard among them, and if you get that lucky shot that fells him, then you will be given a fucking place in the Hall of Heroes or something, because that will be the ultimate act of heroism. So I want all archers just loosing shots off into this Mongolian mass, because there is still some good killing to do there, and I'm seeing a few bodies getting burnt there. There goes one. Alright. Seriously though, anyone who gets a general, 1,000,000 points and the best promotion I can offer. Right. You lot just keep holding that ground. You're doing an okay job. I'm guessing you're doing the best you can. They're already wavering, but they're just doing what they can. Reinforcements arrived, by the way. Captain William is on the field. Where is he? He is a mile away. Right, so we may as well just consider him a write-off at this point, because he ain't gonna do shit for me unless we can hold the Mongols back for an extended period. But as it stands, they're already sniping my guards as they just come out of that wall, so I'm already in a really disadvantaged position. But archers are just doing what they're doing. However, they have just made it through to a second layer of defense, and they just absolutely pummeled it already. Spear militia, I'd say get forward and run into them before they run into you. Just get in there. Just give them a good British charge, if you know what I mean. Just show them that we're not going to be scared. I want you to run in, and I want you to stop them before they try and stop you. Come on, lads, I know you can do it. Just get in there and slaughter their cavalry. We really bloody need this at this point now. Right. Blister, you can start firing if you haven't started firing already. General, I don't really have much use for you at this point in time. Looks like the Mongols are going for the single strut approach. So you lot, I know you're a little smaller, so could you get in front and prepare to hold your line? You lot as well, get here, prepare to hold the line. I need to try and keep these Mongolians bogged down for as long as possible, because if we can keep them bogged down, we have the opportunity. Yes! Good!
Riddance to that Saracen desert dog.
Oh, now let's not be disrespectful. He isn't a Saracen desert dog. He's a Mongolian desert fuckface. Right, anyway. Good. His death brings me consolation. Even if we lose this city now, another Mongolian warlord lies dead. That being said, I think it might be too little too late to have brought him down. I probably should have just gone for an all-out attack on him earlier. However, some of his troops are starting to go down, but I think overall their morale, it's sky high, so I'm not going to be scaring too many of their troops off at this point in time. However, archers, if you could just... Oh, some of them are out of ammo now, right. Archers who are out of ammo, I hate to make you do this, but you're going to have to do your part now and try and fight for the walls. You lot as well. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think it's time for you to do your part. Try and get some volleys out if you can, but unfortunately, you've got to fight for your lives now at this point in time. You lot as well. What are we out? We're out of ammo, right? Come and join the fight. We're going to try and get these walls back under control to whatever extent we can. I've got hiccups. But yeah, we're losing ground on the walls now. It's not going to happen. And oh god, guys, are you going to come or what? I think they're coming, but I don't know. But they're barely fucking moving. It says they're marching, but to be honest, I genuinely don't believe they're marching. I think they're just...
The enemy are
badly
badly bloodied.
Watching.
They have lost half their men.
Ooh, that's something I like to hear. Half of the Mongolian army is dead. Good. Good. I still think we're not going to take this one, but then again, you lot are doing an exemplary job of holding the line, and I want you to keep it up. Right. This has renewed me with a bit more morale in myself, in fact, so now I can be arsed generally. Right. General, let's get them hit on the flank. I want you to come here, and we're going to go around, we're going to loop around, and we're going to give them a big old smack on the bum. That's what we're going to do. Get your ass in gear, I'll meet you there. And I really mean get your ass in gear, because our window of opportunity is pretty fucking small. It won't be long until our men do lose their ground. But for now, they're holding steady. They're keeping it up. The Mongolians are bogged down. We still have a chance, and we're going to take that chance if we can. You lot, keep trying to take these walls back. You're already doing a good job. I can see you're fighting for the walls. Keep it up. I'm sure you can do it. But it looks like some Mongolian heavy lancers are trying to loop round right. You know what? I wanted you to do some flank work, but it looks like you're going to have to try and stop the enemy from doing some flank work. Get in there and stop them.
Almost certain.
This may be your last charge, but if you can do this, you can stop the enemy from scoring a critical flank attack on us. In fact, while you do that, I'm going to get some reinforcements to get this flank shored up now. So you lot get there and get it shored up. And get there quick. Because this is basically, I mean, this guy is throwing himself into harm's way to get you into position. As soon as that flank's shown up, you lot need to get out of this engagement. So you've got to hold for about 30 seconds at best. I know you can do it, just do not die. Just do not die. If you die, that could be it for us. That could actually be the end of the battle. We could just lose there and then, because our men will just instantly lose morale. Alright lads, come on, come on, come on, come on. How are we doing? How are we doing? Right, they're getting into position. Right, General. They're in position. Pull back. See if you can bring them with you. If you can, they're going to run into a nasty surprise. And yes, they're taking the bait. Good, 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 good. Right, get there quickly. But then again, we might be running too fast for them. Then again, I think we killed more than we lost. But let the spears do this, because
only intervention by the Almighty,
in a way,
where a military genius can bring us victory from this.
We drove them away. But then again, if they're going back, we might no. Oh damn, they're fucking psychic, right? But no, what I'm up to, right? Just pull back for now. Pull back for now. We'll find another way around. There's more than one way to flank this foe. In fact, we may try and get you to try and retake the gates. Get yourselves over there and await further orders from myself. Because, yeah, at least these guys, we got them hook, line, and sinker this time around. And their morale isn't brilliant at the beginning, anyway. So, right, guys, just hold as well as you can. You might be able to do this one. I don't think they're too interested in fighting this one out. In fact, how are we doing over here? Wow, we're at a critical position here. These lot have actually they basically fought to the end. They're only just wavering, but lads, you fucking fought it to the end, and I'm impressed. Get some reinforcements in there to help out though, because that's a unit that's imminently breaking now. So we need to be ready to get more troops in there, because I'm just about out of troops now, which is a shame. But I had to get this flank shored up because the enemy has now decided to use it as their new target. Right. Oh shit, something's moving. Oh wait, that's just a retreat. I thought for a minute they actually had something else coming in around the flank. Right, General, get your ass up there. If your pathfinding doesn't break down, by the way. We're going to try and get round those gates, and we're going to try and get them taken back, or at least to whatever extent we can. Right, what else do we have left? Right, you lot, you're holding your ground. You lot, how are we doing over here? We're in engagement. You're just trying to keep those guys out of the plaza. Right, good job, keep it up. You lot, you're just basically awaiting the inevitable. You know what, because you're just so low in number, you just go ahead of the stronger unit. Archers, they're en route now. You lot, you know what, Ballista, try and get yourselves pulled back. Ballista, I'm sure you're just continuing to fire, and just keep up good work. I mean, you've already got an experience bar, so you're obviously doing a good job. Right, General. Right, looks like the enemy's already aware of what I'm up to, so I want you just to get there, try and mow down as many fucking Mongols as you can. If we're losing this city, we're losing it with as many Mongol casualties as we can bloody get in our wallets. Oh yes, this time this is a fight for vengeance. This, my men, is for the defeat of Alexandria. This is for the defeat of every city they've taken. They may take this city, but we're going to show them every time a victory has a price. And soon, reinforcements will come from the homeland, and when they come, they will gloriously smash the Mongols into the dirt and reduce them to nothing once more. We'll send them back to from whence they came. General, no!
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
That's it. He's out. Ah, oh, damn, he loses just to a petty unit of Mongolian infantry. And even at that, House of Chapman, the line of Chapman, has just been snuffed out. He was the last Chapman, descended from the great Christopher. Rest in peace, my man. Rest in peace. You died an honourable death. You didn't die a clumsy death. I'm not angry at your death. I'm angry at your reinforcements, though, who did fuck all.
Bring us victory from this.
You know, doing. You know, just stand there on the hill. I hope you got plenty of popcorn up there. Fucking bastards. Right. How are we doing over here? We're doing our best to hold out. I think at this point, this genuinely is it. I don't think there's really a lot more to see, in fact. There isn't really a lot more I can do, but then again, there might actually be. Right, you lot, you still got some numbers, so you know what? I want you to come up, and I want you to flank. Just do it. I mean, you're actually the last hope I have, and because you're fresh, I should be able to get you running in, so come on, lads. I know, it's a bit of a jog, a bit of a slog, but you're gonna... Foot archers watching away. They're going to attack me as soon as I get in range. That's what they're up to. They're watching my every move now. All right. Well, you know what? Bring them down. Again, there's something advancing at speed up here. It's a heavy lance. All right. If it runs into us, just slaughter it. There's only 2 of them. You should be able to bring them down. Last spear line is now, well, the second to last spear line is now on active defense, but they should be able to bring down the foot archers, but don't do too well in melee, so we should be able to keep them. Oh, come on, we're being detected though. They knew what I was up to, and now they're sending in arrows to stop me. Right, lads, just get up there and stop their attempted flank. Bring down their archers, bring down their infantry. Just do everything you can to defend the city. Come on, lads. We've got to get them going at as a high price as possible. Every unit needs to contribute. I mean, somehow the balance of forces is still evenly matched, but with my so few men now, I think we're just about at the end. But you know what? 71% of the enemy is down. Dude, that I couldn't have asked for a better figure there, especially when we're doing a battle where I had reinforcements I just simply didn't care. Still got units watching the gates. Ballista's just still going at it. And he's not just really now at the point where we're just really fighting for survival. But come on, lads, how can we beat these Mongolian infantry? We could do. They're shaking, but my guys are shaking as well. So this one really could go either way. And the enemy archer fire really isn't helping me right now. That's going to affect my morale, but at the same time, it's not that accurate, and we may be able to get them to lose some of their own troops because it's kind of an even number. Both units are really at risk, so hopefully we lose as many men to archers as they do. In fact, I think one of them may have just died, but no, that's it. They've lost it. Oh, that's a shame. That is an actual shame. All right. They've gone down.
Only intervention by the Almighty, or a military genius, can bring us victory from this.
A couple of those Mongolians are getting scorched in the archer fire once more. And I think really, yeah, we are at the point now. I don't think even a military genius could bail us out of this one. It actually genuinely has to be intervention from God himself. Lads, could we not face backwards either way? Then again, some of them are routing. Lads, take advantage of the momentum. One routes, they all rout. Get moving. Bring the line forward. Come on. Just get right in there. We're already shaken. A good charge will really get them going. And you know what? Every last unit, get in there now. I think this is it. This is the last stand. I want you all just to finish this one off. And again, no. It's not enough room for maneuvers. Hold the line once more.
Something changes in the course of
Come on, lads.
The defeat seems almost certain.
Their morale's starting to recover. That's not good. I think it's just because they know at this point they've won. There is so little they could do to lose this battle now. I could see the ballista getting a couple more shots, and a couple of my units got mixed in there. These were probably the ones who were routing. Unfortunately, they took the clumsiest route possible, which has basically just wiped out their unit. So they basically lost their minds to panic, and well, we paid the price for it there. Come on, lad. Oh, come on. You can beat him. Oh my God, he used a dirty move. He kicked you in the balls, and he's won. What a dirty bastard. Oh, hang on. No, he's going to keep it up. Yes. Good job, my spear dude. He don't take shit. I mean, that guy, he just got kicked in the balls, and he managed to recover his position and get the kill. Well done. Lads, if he can take a shot to the balls and live, you lot can take a sword to the face and live. Come on. You can do... Oh, no, he's going down. Oh, hang on. Oh, are you doing a feint there, my cheeky man? I think he is. Ooh, yeah, managed to feint his way out. Get the enemy distracted. Oh, my God, they're all going for ball kick today, aren't they? These Mongolians fight dirt. Oh, well, he kicked. I think he kicked the shield, and therefore he hurt his foot. I mean, yeah, what the hell? What do? Do you just kick everything?
Something changes in the course of battle.
No, he has a sword. I was going to say, did he lose his sword, so he's now just down to kicking? What an absolute weirdo. Right, either way. Lads, just keep it. I mean, this is really what the rest of the battle is now. It is just really a desperate holdout for the last of our ground. You know what, the 2 units who are just down to 9, just get yourselves up there. You're the next line of defence. I mean, you're literally all I have left. Ballistae, you're the last of the crew, so you know what, I'm just gonna get you thrown in now. I said you're gonna go and attack. I don't think they want to. I think they're a bit too scared, and I don't blame them if I'm honest. Right, come on lads. Might be able to still do it, or will we? I don't know. Pretty much all enemy forces now concentrate on this cheaper. I don't have any unit that's big enough to do the flank anymore. Got these guys though, they're down to 25 and I'm just about to die. Right, I think we can just speed it up at this point.
Swinging in our favour. From such tidings does victory emerge.
I don't think victory's going to emerge this time. Everyone just, I mean, I just hit the fast forward button. Everyone just routes. This is probably why I shouldn't hit the fast forward button. No, I think they're about to finish the job now. They've just got that opportunity to move forward. Lads, just get in there and attack once more. Just come on. Final stand, lads. Come on. Stand up to them once and for all. We're all pushing in, but we're kind of not doing any stabbing. Lads, come on. Oh, now you just all died at once. Don't know how you did that. Then again, I think the ballista probably did that. I think they just got friendly fired by the ballista. That's a pain in the ass. Come on, spears. You can do it. You can stand up and defend your lands.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
At least they're trying to defend their lands. I think this is once more. I don't really have a lot of commentary anymore. I mean, there isn't really a lot I can say. I mean, look at how he stabbed that horse, right? Come on, lads. Just once more, just move forward. There's so little you can do. But all I can really do now is just throw you into your death because they're just going for the full arrow barrage. They're just trying to terrorise us now. Come on. Last stand. There we go. Just pushing into their unit and then we all routed at once. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Seems like the Mongolians aren't very interested in doing the whole winning bit of the battle though. They just kind of well, we just seem to be going backwards and forwards. I think it's just going to come to a point where we're all just slaughtered. I mean, I'm going to just pull forward again, but I think they're just going to try and expire all their ammo. Right. I think we're having a bit of back and forth here. I think at this point I have no option but to surrender the city to them. Okay, Mongols. Unfortunately, you win this round, but you have to concede. My men did a fucking good job of defending it at the end of the day, since you took some pretty bad losses, but yeah, I think we have to call it there.
Though defeat is ours on this day, we have nothing to be ashamed of. It was but a cruel twist of fate that snatched victory from our grasp.
I agree. If those reinforcements had joined, you know what? I think we might have actually won. Captain William, you have forever shamed your name with your inaction. Let it be known, you are no longer considered to be a citizen of England, and each and every man you command is no longer fit for duty. You are branded a traitor of the highest order. You have committed treason today by not joining battle. Like, your inaction allowed Jasper to die. You have killed the last of the Chapmans, and they were a family who served me with extreme honour, extreme diligence. They never said no to a task, and I'm actually I can't believe I'm actually getting emotional, but the Chapman family, honestly, in this campaign, they really, I mean, I just sent him off as a crusader and he made a name for himself and he became one of my greatest generals, and I know I mistreated him a bit, but I'm going to miss that guy. I really am. Still, I guess we have a consolation once more that Hulagu is, well, he's dead. Simple as that. I couldn't be bothered making up something about rhymes. But yeah, he is dead, and the stats do speak for themselves. My losses were horrific. I mean, 5 of my men lived. But when we look at the kills, I in fact killed more troops than the enemy did, and that's good. That is much better than we... I mean, alright, we still lost, but that's much better than we do usually against these Mongols. We killed 1,461 of them. And with that, I mean, we've reduced his army by, well, 80%. Only 20% of his men live. So, basically, 4/5 of his army has been wiped out. So, I'm happy with that. I am genuinely not going to bash my performance this time. I don't think, in the face of this scenario, there wasn't a lot different I could do. I mean, part of my strategies really did depend on luck with whether or not the siege towers get destroyed, because it really is a case of luck in a way. I can get my archers just firing on all cylinders. I probably would have done better to notice that ram earlier, though. That could have prevented them from getting in the city via the ram and slowed down their approach a bit. But that being said, I think really the best thing I could have done was maybe try to take out the enemy general a bit earlier, but then again, you know, I didn't quite notice him because it's really just an absolute fucking freak show mass there where it's hard to see anything. So, yeah, that's one of the big issues at the end of the day. But I'm still happy with what's been done. Unfortunately, our general didn't get too many kills. I mean, Jasper did try, but he didn't really get too much action then. Unfortunately, he died on his second engagement. Spears, well, as you can see, they tried ballistas. My god, this ballista got 268 kills. You did fucking awesome. Archer militia, they, once more, they tried to do what they could. Spear militia, overall, they performed average. Some of our archers did quite well. I think really it's a case of all the stuff was spread out. You lot, I don't know how you lot sustained casualties. What did some of you pull your muscles through through the eating of your popcorn? Yeah, honestly, Captain William, you were useless beyond useless. You honestly, I can't bring myself to fucking look at you. You're an absolute disgrace. Yeah, my men really did make the ultimate sacrifice today, and it's not the best way to bring in the new century, but it's got to come in eventually, and even if it comes with a defeat, I will see that the 1300s is the century that the Mongols become no more. Here I in sorrow sit, here is my throne, bid kings come bow to it. I don't really know what to say there. The Mongols also demand ransom, which I will not pay because I can't afford it.
But we can go no further today.
Okay, so that was a pretty long end-to-end process because of the battle, but first is first, we now have the opportunity to build a Master Theologians Guild in London. I happily approve that, and to celebrate, I'm getting a priest rocked out of there right now because fucking hell, do I need the cardinals. Oh bloody hell, did an earthquake happened? Where did it happen? Alexandria. Right, that was exactly what I needed there right now. That's just wiped the city out again. Which means, yeah, are we having the whole thing where the ground moves? No, that's a shame. I have a feeling that he didn't take out a load of Captain Cougar's stuff. Captain Disappointment, do you want to try and get to Alexandria? And if you could be so kind, actually, you know, fight. Like, could you actually be useful? By the way, Spy, John of Ashwell, I need you to move into Cairo now. That's a new frontier, so you have to now relocate yourself there, please.
Investigating with
And that being said, troops of garrison, pull out, get yourselves to Alexandria.
We'll make camp
The
here,
fort's of no
sire.
use to me anymore.
My
Captain Lawrence, the Mongolians are just consolidating power now. You know what, get back to Dongola, because I'd just be sending you into a suicide run there. We're going to consolidate our strength here. We're going to build, we're just going to build. We're just going to crank out troop after troop after troop here. That being said, we do have a new construction option, so we could go for knight stables for more knights, or we could go for a drill square for billmen. Definitely start getting a drill square up, because we will need to start recruiting billmen. Start recruiting some longbowmen and additional spears, please. Right, and let's just jump through everything else. And I want to have a quick chat about Milan as well. But also one of the... Oh, there's a Polish army wandering around. Right, who are you and why are you gonna... it's just one dude, right.
I am not here to negotiate the truce.
Wallaclaw is what I'm going to call him. Alright, we'll leave him alone. We'll leave him be for
Hail, my
now.
king.
John, if you could just walk out with some of your cavalry and take a couple of... Oh, no. Right, basically just walk out with your cavalry, build a tower, and then go back into Breslau.
There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord. Yes, my liege. This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Exactly.
With honor, sire.
That is going to keep an
Making
eye
camp
on
here,
the enemy
noble
for
sire.
now. The Polish may try to attack me, but what I'll just have to do is retreat. Right, your forces melt away, yeah. Whatever was left of my garrison in Alexandria is definitely non-existent now. That being said, Cairo's garrison isn't a lot, but oh, fuck, they all became gold chevron as well. That is annoying. The settlement was also exterminated. That's another reason why we need to bring these guys to justice now. End of turn report. We're still doing quite well for money, and my merchants will still continue just making money until they're either bought out, killed, or just die of old age, really. Most advanced faction, it's me again, thank me. Faction announces, by the way, a noble life ends caught up in an act of God. Stephen Say... Ah, right, he must have been killed by the earthquake. That's annoying. Jasper Chapman, he died a death in battle, unfortunately. Jacob feels appreciated. That's good. And he also now has a siege engineer. Good. Where have I put you? Oh, yeah, you're currently commanding in Magdeburg. Start doing some retraining there, please. And I know I've got some retraining to do in Stettin as well. So if we could start doing that, please. And I am aware that a witch has turned up. What are you,
Do
Kazula?
not fear the unexplained.
She's somewhat of a witch. She's a performer of bizarre and inexplicable phenomena. Right. You, Morris of Axbridge, get yourself up there and take her
This
down.
is the heathen in question, my lord.
33% chance, but you're just going to have to do
Heretic will
it.
not survive.
She better not.
Continuing once
Right, anyway, construction report. Rams has paved roads. Brilliant. What should we upgrade that with now? A great market would be useful, but then again, getting a mining network set up, I may as well just keep buffing up our mines where we can. Dongola has a practice range, but we've already actioned that, so that's good. Hamburg now has irrigation, so the population is now holding steady. We could also start working on more mines just to get more money out of the area, but then again, you know what, upgrade the chapel because I want to try and curry more favour with the Pope. I think we may need to be bending over for him for a few turns. Magdeburg, get an armour up because we need to make sure we're recruiting the best troops in Nuremberg. Well done in your mining network. Start working on a gunsmith. Brilliant. Right. Good. That's a few new buildings set up. Getting up and running. Recruitment report, by the way. Dongola has some more levy spearmen. Burned some dismounted English knights, dismounted feudal knights, and a longbowman, and that's all. Path blocked. John of Ashwell's path is blocked, but we've already dealt with that. Right. Also, Perkin, I put it to you.
Sire.
You've barely been fucking moving in these past few turns because you're lazy.
Yes, sire. Tomorrow's
Get your ass
journey
up to
planned
Hungary.
out, sire.
Because this is your
Tomorrow's
last
journey
chance.
planned out, sire.
I also know you're planning to go and selfishly die at some point, so, you know, you're letting me down at this moment in time. Right, anyway, Milan. I just wanted to have a quick chat about what they're doing. So, first things first... Oh, fucking Count Nodo, really? They were sort of shifting around, and Minica's rebels, but I suspect they're about to make the first move on me now. Captain Bindella is definitely not heading to deal with Captain Arnold. He's heading to attack me. I think the positioning of my troops
Hail,
has
my king.
alarmed them, and they know I'm coming to attack
Yes,
now.
my liege.
So,
Assembling a mighty host
I do
of your
have a
troops,
few
sire.
troops put together now, but I won't have enough to take
Where to,
Milan
sire?
on my own back. And a 40% chance to infiltrate does not particularly tempt me to try and get a spy in there and open the gates. I think he still needs more practice, or at least Milan's got something in there. I mean, Duke Agostino, I think he might be a bit of a spy buster, if I'm honest. That's what I think in my head. So, I think for now, I want you to return to your infiltration of Genoa, and you
Who
can
do
keep
you
going
want
there.
dead?
That being said, is there
Name
anything that we
thy
could
target,
kill here?
sire.
No one's got a good chance, unfortunately. There is some sabotage we could do. Got a master merchant skill. I'll love having that. Maybe you could try and kill Count
You have a
Nodder,
target
but
in
then again, you haven't really
mind,
got a
Marquis.
lot of chance to kill Count Nodder. He's the heir. Yeah, you haven't, not a lot of opportunities for my assassin. There's also a
Name
papal
thy
assassin.
target, sire.
Good, you know, try and wipe out the papal assassin. If we get busted, fuck it, he's
Rest
Polish.
assured, sire. He
I
won't
sound like I'm
hear a
really
thing.
racist against the Polish in this campaign, though. I honestly, I have nothing against Poland. Just the Polish in Medieval 2 Total War who just seem to bully me and berate me and constantly get in my way. They're my big annoying enemy. Good job. And I see that there was no trick. Because that's a shame. I was hoping I could get one out of you for doing that one, but oh well. Captain Francis, he ain't going to make it this turn, but I'm tempted just to get the attack going. Now, what do we know about Captain Bindella's movement range?
friend nor foe, your majesty.
Captain Bindella wouldn't be able to reinforce this turn.
You
Captain Brunaccio would though, and oh my god, he's got the siege equipment there.
My
And
enemies do not last
yeah, Captain Nodder might make it over as well. So
long. You are not the one I will answer to.
all right, man. I think what we'll do is we'll let Captain
By your
Francis get in
command.
position.
March to exhaustion.
So I think next turn we'll do that, because you know I'd rather move in when I've got, you know, enough troops. Also with that catapult we can move in, bomb it, done. That being said, we need to be wary that Captain Lorenz is fastly, that's a made up word, but he's very quickly closing ground on us, so he's on his way. Burn. If Captain Bindella is intending to attack us, we need to be getting ready. I want an additional 2 additional spears for dealing with our Famiglia Ducale, and I want some artillery as well. That should be a suitable enough Christmas list. Actually, you know what? We need those big guys retraining. So 1 spear, 1 retrain, 1 bit of artillery, and that should hopefully keep him away. Prince Harry will also be joining
Yes,
his
you
turn,
command.
so there he is. He's now in the city and looking after everything for us. Good. Right, you,
Yes, my
Simon.
lord.
I wanted to have a quick chat with Elvira de Searia.
Approaching their
because
dignitary,
she's a
sire.
dignitary and we might be able to make some progress with her. I don't think we'll get an alliance immediately, but we need to start buttering up the Spanish, because I think we could be good friends with them if we play our cards right. That being said, I don't think Spain has any enemies. Well, we'll find out in the diplomacy screen anyway.
Is there something I can do for you, my lord?
By the way, their allies are the Holy Roman Empire, but they don't like the Mongols. Good. They also like the Moors, so well done on doing that. Anyway, yeah, I can finally get fucking Arthur a wife. Actually, would you like to marry my loser of a king because he can't get it? Or marry faction there? Yeah. I'm not gonna do that just yet. A marriage alliance would be really good though. Instead, how about we just do the initial trade? Should we do map information for map information?
It seems we have reached an agreement. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have
And
further proposals? Very well, we are listening.
good. And just as a act of goodwill, I'm going to give you 200 florins today. I know it's not a lot, but hey. I want to start making friends.
I see no true problem here. We agree then.
Thank you, especially since your wealth is meager, so that's probably actually like loads to you. Good, 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 good. They're also dubious, by the way, so
Goodbye, Lord.
we're both not well liked factions, but I want to I want to try and cement an alliance with Spanish. By the way, the updated map information didn't really give us a lot, but it kind of once more reiterates that Portugal doesn't exist anymore. And they own everything but Granada, so it looks like the Moors are still there, and the Reconquista, well, the Reconquista isn't going to happen now that they're our allies, so, yeah. I wonder what's going on over here. Things seem to be shuffling about, but I think that's just mainly because there's been a ceasefire, so, yeah, that's just what's going on over there. Okie dokie, there's still a lot that we need to do, so you lot need to be there. Captain Ansel, you know where you're going. I don't have any money to do any fucking recruitment here again, that's annoying. We nearly have enough troops to deal with Christoffel, but at the same time we don't have enough troops to deal with Christoffel. You lot are headed for Bern. Captain Gregory, you get your lads into Toulouse now, and we need to do some retraining. Send all militia units away, though. We're not sending any militia units into battle. They can be redistributed to a town. They can go to Dijon for now, because you know they're silver defended, so I'm going to keep them around for say useful to me. We'll just quickly blob up whatever's left, and I think that's everyone blobbed up. Right, cool. Right, so we'll start building up Toulouse's army next turn. Admiral Michel, by the way, you got yourself in a bad way again. And you know what, we really need to just start building. We need to just build a buttload of boats this turn, because my dudes have come back at least. So
Hail, my king.
who's a better commander? Arthur, you'll lead the first wave. I want you to link up with Captain Joffrey.
With honor, sire.
Oh, these Captain Joffrey, you link up with him. And
Combining forces, sire.
it's too late to join a crusade. Apparently, why is it too late to join a crusade? I thought the crusade was still on. No, this one is... Oh, maybe it's because he's run out of movement points, so maybe he can do it again later, or it's because he's... Unless it's because he's being considered a heretic or something. I don't know. He doesn't have anything to say. He's an absolute piece of shit, so, he's very religious. He's just disloyal, though, which is it's actually quite scary, his lack of loyalty, but, look, he's gonna go on a very important mission for me anyway. Other dude, by the way, Christopher Durham, you'll get whatever's in Toulouse. Yeah, you lot need to go to Bern for retraining, so actually, can we even get you retrained in Bern? Yeah, we can get you retrained in Bern, because Bern now produces English knights. So Toulouse will have to produce a few more troops before Christopher can set off. But, yeah, you know what? What city did I set off on doing something? Was it you? Yeah. Look, Nuremberg, I'm sorry, but we're not going to do a gunsmith today, because I need the money for something else. I need to recruit some additional boats. So, start recruiting a Hulk. God, I need to recruit more than that, really, but I have so little money. Magdeburg, did you start working on something today? Yeah, you also started working on an armory, so I'm really sorry just to be doing all this sudden penny pinching, but, I need these Hulks to get my navy up and running, so that's going to happen. Then, should I pay for that? No, I don't pay for the retraining now. The money's still good for something. I mean, actually, Nuremberg could get its gunsmith back now, actually, because they're only 800 florins. Magdeburg just loses out, unfortunately. Breslau, is there something I can do for you? I could actually just do some retraining in Breslau, so get that retraining done. That is with 200 florins. Humphrey, get your ass in Stettin, by the way. I need to get rid of that merchant at some point as well. Don't let me forget to do that. There's not really a lot we can do. Not a lot at all, mate. Anything to do in Bern? No. Anything to do in Staufen? Not really. Nuremberg. See, I don't have enough money to do anything really, so that's the issue. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll let those 200 florins sit in a kitty, and we'll just see what happens next. So I think that is actually a good place for us to call it an episode for today, because we are now at the end of this turn.
Orders.
But since we're just about really at the end of the episode, I don't really want to do anything further than that. By the way, why are you building a priest when it should be London building the priest? Because they're the ones with a fucking master theologians guild. Whereas Nottingham has no guild. Well, it has a swordsmith's guild. Anyway, yeah. We need to start doing some retraining in Nottingham, and then once all this retraining's done, we're going to set off and we're going to go on a new adventure. So that'll be all fun to look forward to. We've also got some more bloody rebels in the area. Captain Edward.
Come and get me, you coward.
About 2 units, right. Let's see, which member wants to go? I'm going to send John.
Sire.
John and the Hobilars? Nah, the Hobilars we need retraining. John, take... You know, it's just 2 units, so I want you to take yourself.
Command me, sire.
1 unit of billmen and 1 unit of peasant archers. That is literally all you need.
Shall slaughter
So
them,
off you
milord.
go, and
I've tried
you
whipping them,
just
sire, but the men are spent.
Don't whip him, John. But yeah, we'll deal with Captain Edward next turn, and that is actually where we are going to call it an episode. So I do apologise if the episodes this week have been a little shorter than usual. It's really just because we've been spending more time on the campaign map as of late, and we haven't really done a lot of battles. Mainly because I think we're in a bit of a slow period in our campaign, which I'm going to try and get us out of, because I really do like doing the battles. But at the same time, we need to take time to strategise, and we are trying to get things up and running again to try and get a sort of a little reconquest of our own against the Mongols. So what's going to happen on the next episode? Well, I think we're going to have to fight the defence of Alexandria. We're going to get our new crusading army as close. I mean, I know I'm trying to get him landed there, but you know, we need to actually be fucking aiming for Antioch. So get your ass up to Antioch, please, because that's where you need to be. It's also an Egyptian navy, but they might ignore us. Because Poland just ain't doing shit. Like, honestly, I think they just wander around so they could just have their army not disband. But honestly, like, I don't know what the thinking is. I mean, the men there must be getting bloody bored as hell not doing the crusading. I mean, they signed up to, you know, punish heathens and all that, and they're not doing anything. It's so stupid. We're gonna take Milan next turn as well. We're gonna start our war on Milan. I mean, this week it's just really been a lot of prepping, unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, I do apologise, it's just been more admin this episode, and the past 2 episodes, well, this episode was really, half of it was a battle, half of it was admin. Hopefully it changes. To be honest, I'm getting to a point where I might actually start having, I mean, well, I say I'm going to have more time, so I might try and edit these episodes a bit better than I usually do, but due to changes coming up with my YouTube channel in the very near future, I'm actually going to have less time, and also future changes in my fucking life. There's going to be a whole update video on or around Christmas Day, because I'm going to be completely reformatting my approach to YouTube. Not to say anything's ending, because, gee, I would not fucking end my Total War Let's Plays. I mean, seriously, like, I know not a lot of people watch them anyway, but to be honest, these are still my most popular videos, and I fucking love you all to bits, the people who do watch them, because you guys are honestly so good at giving me feedback when you do, and it helps me learn, because I'm not the best at these Total War games. I'm trying to learn. I mean, I'm still learning. Still trying to improve. We know we learn through mistakes, and no one comes in as an expert. I mean, there's a learning curve with these games. I mean, I learned last week that the reason why I couldn't build any force was because I had my bloody captain built on stood on a road, stood on a port where, so I couldn't put anything there, like an absolute idiot. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, you guys really do make it worthwhile, but, those changes will come. The changes are really going to more affect my general other Let's Plays, but yeah, there's going to be some changes coming up soon, but I kind of want to eventually get to a point where I can shift my focus more into doing Total War on this channel, so I can do more episodes of this, and yeah. So once more, I mean, I do apologise once more, we haven't had a lot of battles and all, like, it has been very campaign management-y, but then again, some people like that kind of stuff, so yeah. I will see you on the next episode, my friends, where hopefully we'll have a few more battles, because we'll be launching our campaign against Milan. We're going to try and get our crusading army close, so we're going to try and just get more stuff going, and we're going to, you you know, I think we may have a big battle with the Imperials coming up quite soon, because that Captain Lorenz, he's on a fucking warpath, so we need to get ready for him. But until then, I really do hope you have enjoyed this episode, because, you know, we did have a good battle today, and I'm not salty at all we lost. I am annoyed about the lackluster reinforcements we've got. I think really something must have bollocked up in the AI or something to stop them from doing anything, which is really annoying, because AI reinforcements in enemy sieges actually do their job, so I don't know why mine didn't. And yeah, so I'll see you on the next episode, my friends, and until then, I hope you have a absolutely pleasant, splendiferous, amazing evening, and I shall see you all in the next episode for more well, there will be more action next episode, don't worry. There will definitely be at least one good battle. It'll either be against Captain Bindello, or it'll be us smashing up Milan. It's going to be one of the two. So until then, I will see you there, and once more, just stay positive, have a lovely evening, and just don't do anything silly. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.